Hey everyone, let's talk some Shiba Inu. As we've seen the SHIB price retreat right now on the charts, I want to kind of get into some of the thoughts about this because right now, something that's going down in crypto right now is the SHIB metaverse. Okay, and that's something that I want to talk about because right now, the virtual space aimed to target a lot of the SHIB community members and give reason to buy into Shiba Inu. That's something where there's been a lot of, I think, underappreciation and that steam that we expected, that hype, that rumor, the excitement, it's just not there. So let's go over some of the numbers. Let's get into it, and I'll give you guys my thoughts about SHIB moving forward. If you're new to the channel, awesome. Welcome all you new faces. Make sure you guys all subscribe right down below. If you hold Shiba Inu, just hit that subscribe button. It's totally free to join here on the channel. And let's get into it, okay? And as always, guys, not financial advice, but traders remain unimpressed by SHIB, the metaverse. And let's get into some of the discussion as SHIB is down 9% on the day. And if we look at the charts, okay, and I'll pull up kind of what's going on right now within the trading view, and you can see and make your own decisions. But we still have a very positive green candle for us as traders. This is something good in terms of the, I guess you would say, the morale, because obviously if we are getting this steam like we're seeing right now on the charts in this big green candle that we formed and we started back on the middle of September, up October is right around the corner. So October is just on the heels of hitting, and this is where we look at the couple catalysts that we have in the market within, teasing the Shiba Inu stablecoin, SHI, as well as the appearance that we made at token 2049. By Kusama. This is something very bullish for SHIB. They're kind of gearing up. I think this is where you look for the next wave. And if you do like a little bit of speculation, right, I think that if we couple this with October and we do get Bitcoin hitting some new levels, establishing some new local highs, I think that SHIB can get really above the 403 line. I don't know if we'll touch this, but we will see SHIB return into the twos and obviously press upon that psychological barrier at 403, okay? And if we zoom out a little bit, we can look at the all-time highs, and this was back in 2021 where we had a lot of things working for us. There was a lot of FOMO, a lot of speculation. There was a lot of SHIB millionaires made, and the biggest story we had back at these levels was the fact that we had a lot of stimulus into the economy. I think that people were just putting a lot of disposable money. Interest was low. This was one, basically there was a ton of volatile assets doing very well, and it's outside of crypto and stocks. This was just basically everything, all right? We could talk some of the assets that people like to invest in and speculate on. They were all booming at that time period. Trading cards, everything, okay? There was a lot of disposable income. There was a lot of gains made from the GME rally with GameStop and that short squeeze that occurred. And that's where I think SHIB had a lot of positive things working for them, and obviously subsequently falling off. You could see how we went down basically to levels that we were at before that all happened in 2021, okay? But now as we start to press upon these levels here and we look to return to glory, I think this is something where Bitcoin, coupled with the fact that all charts are kind of mimicking this 5-wave pattern, okay, and that's a very bullish thing if we're going to talk a little TA, okay, but let's see what October has in store for us as SHIB holders, okay? And as always, guys, not financial advice. When we do talk charts, make sure you guys all do your own research and due diligence, okay? But this is when we get into the metaverse, and you can see right now, SHIB holders are not impressed. Now, in a recent virtual space where SHIB community members kind of discuss ideas and vote on proposals, the announcement made was where we saw the SHIB kind of holders remain largely unmoved, okay? Still trading down 7% at the last 24 hours. It's actually about 9% right now at the time of recording. But the top 5 meme assets by market cap, SHIB has had the most significant losses during this period. Now, I'm very bullish on SHIB. I think SHIB and Doge, they're always going to have a place in crypto. I think that they're too big to fail. And right now, we just have to get that restored optimism in the market, get more users into the fold, and then the whales can swim as they please, okay? But despite this open interest we're seeing dropping, this is after we've seen an all-time high at the end of September. We've dropped 11% in terms of open interest, so people are closing positions rather than opening new ones. So that's kind of a shift, less bullish, if you will. Okay. Also, we have the Chaikin money flow to CMF is in the verge of crossing into negative territory. That would signal a potential liquidity outflow. Okay. So, will we get a sell off? Will we see SHIB's price decrease? That's kind of the news today. But the SHIB, the metaverse, is what's left a lot of traders unimpressed, failing to act as a catalyst to the market. So, right now, the biggest thing for us is the demand. And we thought that, we could get some bullish news from the SHIB metaverse. It was received well. However, judging by the community spaces out there, it was not. So it kind of goes towards the narrative where this isn't FUD by any stretch of imagination, because I told you guys, I believe in SHIB, I believe in Doge. I think those two will always have a place in crypto. But as it stands today, guys, I don't think that right now what SHIB is doing on an ecosystem front is enough to garner in new users and new holders. And I think the people that have been around in crypto back in 2020, 2021, 2022 even, they're reluctant to buy back into Shiba Inu at these levels because they just, not that they don't believe in it, but they don't believe in the market as a whole. Okay. I think they got hurt. I think people got burned. And I think that's where, as we look in 2024, despite having all of these bullish catalysts looming, right? A new presidential regime, softening stance on crypto, lowering the interest rates, all that good stuff. Plus, it is seemingly the time of year where crypto always booms. And you couple that with the fact that we have Bitcoin pressing all-time highs, you would think that Shiba Inu would be pumping. Well, it was. It had one of the best performing months of all the meme coins, but now we're seeing a lot of profit taking, a lot of liquidations, and that's to be expected. So we'll continue to monitor this. I think that for SHIB, we need to get back above that 402 line, break through that resistance. That way we can counter the downtrend that's forming. And we're not going to do this, guys, based off the SHIB, the metaverse. So when you see these posts, you see these headlines, you always take them with a grain of salt, because with more times than not, we do get a buy the rumor, sell the news event. But for Shiba Inu, I think it's something where we're going to need a lot more than the metaverse to propel us back to levels of 2021. And just to put that all in perspective and conclude this video, back then in 2021, there was nothing, right? There was no SHIBARIUM, there was no ecosystem. It was all just speculation. And when all those things came about, nothing really got us to where we wanted to go. All right, we did that all based on hype and speculation and FOMO. So when we see these announcements, these drops that come about, like SHIB, the metaverse, we even Treat and some of the projects forming on Shibarium, and even in itself, Shibarium, we did not have the push from those catalysts that we would expect, and that's okay, because like I said, in 2021 we had none of that. Okay, we just had hype and we had a strong community, and SHIB Army remains strong. I've been to a lot of SHIB sponsored events, and that's kind of where we get that feel. And if you go to any of those events, you will understand what I'm talking about. People believe in Shiba Inu. So right now, it's just more so the overall market weighing everything down. And I think that's something where even the metaverse, and some very positive news and releases from Shiba Inu, it's not going to do anything because the overall market is just suppressing SHIB, and that's kind of how I feel about it. So appreciate you guys watching. Let me know down below in the comments, what's it going to take for SHIB to get back to levels in 2021? As always, though, SHIB Army remains strong. Thank you all for watching. Make sure you guys all subscribe on your way out, and we'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.